It is Saturday, 10:05 in the morning.
Am I on video?
And Rosie girl is on video.
Don't bite my feet.
So what are you doing?
I'm in the middle of making your lasagna. I'm going to pre-make it today. Put it in the refrigerator, and then tomorrow all you have to do is put it in the oven and bake it and serve it and wash everything up. So, 1 onion cut up, 2 little cloves of garlic. We got a pound of ground beef in here. We got 2 teaspoons of salt. We got 2 tablespoons of Italian seasoning, a pinch of dried bay leaves, and a few 1/8 of a teaspoon of fennel seeds, and a 1/2 teaspoon of pepper. We caramelized the onions first along with the garlic. Now we're browning off the beef. We got all of our tomatoes and sauce and everything to add in here. Already got my pecans already open, and then we'll let this simmer for a few hours and then come back this afternoon. We'll cook the noodles and we'll make our lasagna. You'll be a happy girl tomorrow.
Very good.
We also have the bread, the Italian loaf. I always start that the night before, so it has very deep flavor to it. And instead of adding a lot of yeast, I just add a little bit of yeast, tiny little bit, almost a pinch, so it won't exhaust the yeast by the time it's ready to bake tomorrow. And we're going to have some kind of good eating around here tomorrow. Okay? That's the plan anyway. And then I'm going to go do some of the regular work here. You smell any?
Yeah, it smells good.
Smells good. All right. Well, catch me later when I'm assembling it, okay?
Alright.
When I'm finished making the sauce, we'll let you have a look at it, okay?
Okay.
All right, girl.
We're back.
Yeah, come on over. The sauce is basically completed. What I like to do, because you want to have, a lot of people make a lasagna and it's too wet inside because they don't cook their sauce down enough. But yet, when you spoon it over top of lasagna, you want a nice sort of fluid sauce to go on top. So I split my sauce. I take about 3 cups out now, and I'll cover that and put that in the refrigerator and keep that for tomorrow. Then I'll take this sauce that's left, which we're going to make the lasagna with, and I'm going to cook that down so it's a little firmer and a little bit not as wet, and that way it'll hold together better in the lasagna when we make it.
Looks good and smells good.
One of Rosie's little tips there, okay? Let's see if you can come out now. You know what?
So not only is she cooking lasagna today, she's also hanging up the second towel hanger.
Yeah, we had to use some toggle anchors behind here.
We had, I don't know if we made a video about that or not, but
We had a lot of problems with this.
we had anchors that didn't expand fully towards the back of the drywall.
That baby ain't going anywhere.
And then Mamacita got up from the pooper scooper there, and I just stood there and I grabbed the thing and it just came off.
It's a quality construction that you've come to love.
I thought to myself, either I'm a Hulk, the Incredible Hulk, or something happened. And well, Rosie checked it out.
There we go. There's one.
It was the
Yeah, it was the anchors. The anchors only had that much grab behind the 1/2-inch drywall. We need a toggle like this that goes out that wide behind.
right.
Spreads out. There's no way that's pulling through. So
So there's numero uno, and then you'll get numero dos, and then that project is done. And we will maybe just follow you around the whole day.
Yeah, we'll try not to get the toilet. Alright,
So just let
check
us
the
know.
measure on this one. This is the critical one.
So just let us know when you
Right?
take a shower
If
and all
this is too
that. So
loose,
we can,
you want to see me in that
we
shower.
want to see you, yeah.
Girl,
Yeah, the problem now we're running into is they had these templates.
And they were not real good, the templates.
They were not good.
So let's get this level on here.
They basically had a paper template, you taped it to the wall, and it would give you then the location of the holes. And the first template, I guess, was good, and then the second and third template were off by, I think, 1/4 of an inch.
Yeah, the whole paper was screwed up.
So now we don't work with a template anymore, which will be definitely better.
For sure, that should be better.
So somehow they screwed up the template when they printed those. Anyways, we will be back
Alright.
when that mofo is installed.
When the mofo is in.
And Mandy is here watching. Say hi, YouTube.
Hello, YouTube.
And then
Let's see
George.
this again with another video.
Georgie says hi, YouTubers. He would wave if he could, but he can't. So alright, we'll be back in a tag.
Mine. All done.
Yeah, we mind.
Sorry. There we go. Your rack is all set. Perfect.
Sweet.
A little lower, but it should still keep it comfortably off the floor. Always very easy for you to grab. We have a little bit of a smush
Yeah, I'll
factor
touch
there,
that up
a little bit over there. So basically, I reckon that kind of completes the bathroom. Except we need to get the chooch to store stuff in down there, and we need to put up some glass shelves up here for some of the cosmetics and stuff. Okay. Alright, wash hands, and we're going to get back on the lasagna now.
Okay, now that you make sure you pull up your pants before I
Did I wipe?
No, you didn't, but that's okay.
Get out of here.
Yum yum yum. Rosie girl is working hard at it.
Working hard. I cooked down my noodles.
Noodles done there.
Put a little bit of oil on them so they wouldn't be sticky and gooey. And now I'm going ahead and assembling the chooch here. There's really no bad way to make lasagna. There's so many different ways to do it. Just put that there. That's stretched out a bit. Some of these get busted up a little bit, but they'll be okay. Spread that out so it's awesomer. Some people make a lasagna and it's so wet you can't even end up getting it out of the pan. You know, it all just flops apart. So I make sure my sauce is cooked down real good. So it's not real wet, so when this bakes off, it'll come out in good layers. You know, it'll be a-okay. It'll cut real well and it'll serve very well. And I use good Sargento, really good brands of mozzarella.
shredded cheese.
Low moisture. You don't want a lot of, pre-shredded. You don't want a lot of moisture coming out. And the Parmesan is what really gives it the. This stuff's expensive as the devil. $5 for a little thing like that, but it gives spectacular flavor. So our noodles are kind of busted up for the top a little bit, but we'll make it work.
It sure looks already very delicious.
Yeah,
It's not even
very,
done yet.
It's going to be very delicious, is right. So we just got to put one more layer. We got to kind of make do with these noodles. Got a little busted up. Nobody's going to care when it comes time to eat. That's for sure.
That's right.
Pour that on.
Alrighty, well, we'll be back later. So what is that you're putting on?
That's a cottage cheese. Some people use ricotta, but it's too wet a cheese. I use cottage cheese with a little bit of Italian seasoning mixed in. And then 1 egg, which helps it firm up really well. So what I'm going to do now, I want to put one more layer, so I'm going to go quickly cook up 3 more noodles and make one more deck on that, okay? And we will be all set. So
very good.
We'll see. The proof will be tomorrow in the eating, but everybody loves Rosie's lasagna.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I will.
You've had it.
Yeah, and it was awesome.
All right, so we'll check back. And it's going to sit in the refrigerator. You should always make Italian food the day before. It sits in the refrigerator and it gets more flavor as everything all works together and the spices work through. And remember, I held some sauce back too to put over the top when I serve it tomorrow, okay?
Muy bien.
Using the old noodle.
Alright, we'll be back later.
There's one more level here today, okay?
Okay, so here is the last layer.
That's the finished product right
The
there.
finished product.
The mozzarella and the Parmesan on top. I'll let that stabilize a bit. You should always kind of bang it a little bit. It helps spread out the sauces and stuff evenly. Then later I'll get a piece of foil. I'll spray the bottom of it with no stick spray. And then wrap it. I can refrigerate that. Then tomorrow we'll preheat the oven about 400 degrees, 425. We'll put that in for about 45 minutes, and then the last 15 minutes we'll pop the foil off and let her brown and get bubbly goodness there. It'll be good eating, and we also have the bread working over there. All right, so yeah, that's Rosie's lasagna. So figured. Bobby liked that because we're always having tri-tip and chicken and all that.
Yeah.
And
So, so if you want to see us wolf down on that and
be here tomorrow.
feast all over it, then check and tune in tomorrow. Yeah.
All right.